Battlefield 6 is annihilating Black Ops 7, both in player counts and fan reception. The sales numbers, well, they're unknown right now because Black Ops 7 and Treyarch and Activision won't show us the numbers. But Battlefield 6 is believed to actually have outsold Black Ops 7 during the first couple weeks of each game's release. Now, the year's not over. We know that. Obviously, both games are relatively earlier in their life cycles. But it seems like Battlefield won this cycle, which is a big deal. Activision always wins. They always have. Every time Battlefield and Call of Duty go up against each other, Call of Duty wins. I mean, Activision's going to be eager to get back on top, of course, but I don't know if that's possible. We may actually be witnessing the changing of the guard here. And I'm going to explain to you why. Yes, this is a classic Call of Duty versus Battlefield commentary. Specifically, Call of Duty versus Battlefield in 2026. Who wins? I mean, EA wants Battlefield to be a yearly release within the next 5 to 6 years, but that trend certainly won't start next year. Battlefield 6 is going to be heavily supported for at least another couple years. Now, the next Battlefield game, we probably won't see it until 2028 at the earliest, which means COD 2026 is going to be facing off again with Battlefield 6, which will have received a year of updates and support and polishing at that point. And a lot of people will say, oh, well, that puts Battlefield at a disadvantage. We're keeping the same boring, stale game. We're getting a new Call of Duty. It's actually the opposite of that. Today's video is sponsored by the Pendragon cycle, and the new trailer just dropped, so let's react to it together. All right, here we go. I am a sucker for anything medieval that's done right, especially with the rise of Arthur, King Arthur, and a young Merlin. This is the beginning of a bigger story, a larger foundation. I'm all about it. And what I look for with medieval movies or shows, I want it to feel like the big screen, which this looks like that. The outfits, the suits, everything they're wearing, the battle sequences. We have to have major battle sequences. And this looks like something filmed for an actual movie on the big screen at the cinema, which is exactly what I want. Epic battles, fantasy, Arthurian legend. I mean, count me in. I'm a sucker for this stuff. This looks really, really good.
Premieres January 22nd.
The Pendragon cycle Rise of the Merlin, based on the novels by Stephen R. Lawhead, premieres exclusively on Daily Wire Plus January 22nd, 2026. Click the link below to go watch the trailer right now. It truly, truly is. You're getting a game that's being more polished, the community's adapting to, and they're listening, and people are getting comfortable with it and making it part of their way of life. And they're getting a new Call of Duty that we have no clue what we are going to be getting with it. It's a crapshoot. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Jimmy, your Chaos. Today, it's COD versus Battlefield. Battlefield 6, very healthy community right now. It's showing no signs of slowing down. Obviously, we don't know what's going to happen in the future. We're not Nostradamus here. We can't predict it. But EA, they have a huge long-term hit on their hands if they do things right, assuming they don't mess it up with controversial changes, which I don't think they're going to this time. Previous Battlefield games like BF3, BF4, even BF1, they maintained very large communities for years on end. And it looks like Battlefield 6 is going to be doing that as well, which is great news for EA, but could be trouble for Activision. And the one thing about the Battlefield community, I've never been on the inside, right? We've covered Battlefield a little. I've played it over the years. I've flown out in the past and got to play it early, but we never covered it like Call of Duty. But I know exactly how the Battlefield community is. And if EA gives them a game that they like and they're listening to and they're enjoying, they will stay loyal and true to that game for well over the 1 year cycle. If it even was a 1 year cycle, they won't leave. They'll stick with it forever, basically. I mean, that's the truth. So the next COD game, we've already done multiple videos on the next COD game. Modern Warfare 4, all but confirmed at this point. I would love to be completely wrong. I would love for you guys to come say, oh, you're clickbaiting us and that's false information. Why would you put it out there? It's not Modern Warfare 4, it's something else. I want to be wrong, but I'm not. A return to annoying camping Infinity War gameplay. Coming out just 1 year after Black Ops 7, which probably, let's just look in the, what is it, the Magic 8 Ball thingy? Probably not going to be a very successful year so far, or next year. It's not. The community, they're not happy with Call of Duty. Yes, some of them are, but a lot of them, they are not. And with less than 1 year after Black Ops 7's launch, Activision is seemingly going to drop a game that is surely going to piss off everybody. So what else is going on in 2026? Well, GTA 6 is coming out in November, of course. Battlefield is almost certainly not coming out with another game next year, but Call of Duty almost certainly will be dropping Modern Warfare 4 in late 2026, unless something crazy happens. I mean, Modern Warfare 4, it's going to make money, but it's going to suffer. It's going to suffer due to the competition with GTA 6. So think about it this way. Activision is likely going to lose out on a ton of money next year because they put hundreds of millions of dollars into the development of Modern Warfare 4, which is going to underperform. It wouldn't matter if it was a fantastic Call of Duty. It's going to underperform regardless because it's going up against the biggest video game of all time in history. Meanwhile, EA just putting out the normal amount of upkeep into Battlefield 6, which is going to keep earning a steady amount of money from its core audience for the next 2 to 3 years. Now, in that scenario, who wins 2026? Because frankly, I think EA wins 2026, even though they're not releasing a game, which I know sounds weird. But yeah, if you want a modern military shooter in 2026, you're going to be playing Battlefield 6. Nobody's going to jump ship from BF6 to Modern Warfare 4, especially not when they spent their hard-earned money or their game money to buy a game on GTA 6 as well, right? And think about it. All Battlefield has to do, just load up around launch time for Modern Warfare 4 with a bunch of free DLC, blow the community away, get them excited again, give them some teasers for what's to come. It really, really puts Activision and Call of Duty against the wall. I mean, not only are you trying to give us something that I would try to speak for most of the community and say most of the community doesn't want, even though I got a comment section, or I got a comment, some guy, I know he had to be trolling. He said that I was completely detached and that Modern Warfare 2019 was the last great COD game. Had to be a troll. I think I speak for most of the community when we say we don't want Modern Warfare 4. Maybe I don't. Maybe I shouldn't overstep my boundaries there. I speak for myself. I don't want Modern Warfare 4. I don't want it, and I want to go some other direction. I've already made that very, very clear in all the other videos I've made ranting and griping about this. But even if they do it, it doesn't matter. GTA 6 is going to swallow up everything. It is a vortex that you cannot avoid. So once again, like I said before, the pitch is take the year off, give us a new sub-series, hell, give us a remaster of Black Ops 2, give us COD Mobile on a port to console, anything but Modern Warfare 4, right? I mean, I guess we need to actually talk about the state of Battle Royale games too. They're still popular. They're not nearly as big as they used to be, but both COD and Battlefield, they have their own BR experience. And neither one of them seems to be the main focus of the series right now. And I know Fortnite is its own thing, but come on. Fortnite, just when you think they're done and out, every single time people are like, oh, Fortnite's dead, nobody plays Fortnite. Then they go pop 3, 4, 5 million people in live events, put out the Simpsons thing, which is amazing. I'm hearing Stranger Things is coming. Back to the Future collab, which is going to suck me right in. Fortnite does what Fortnite does, and Fortnite will continue to do that forever, to be honest with you. And I know it's not the same type of experience, but once again, they're taking the valuable player time. They're taking a controller, a keyboard out of your hand when it comes to Call of Duty. You can only play one at a time. So, Warzone, I mean, right now, as I'm making this video, it's doing better than RedSec. And neither one of them is doing amazing. Who thought of the name RedSec? I don't really like that one. I think they could have done better there. Anyway, both need some kind of reboot or overhaul to be in the spotlight. I know there's the whole Blackout thing. That would be some hype. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. Possibly. Could be something there, but at the end of the day, I think Warzone's obviously on its last leg, and it remains to be seen what's going to happen with RedSec. I think COD will always have an advantage over Battlefield BR. I do. But it seems like Battlefield will always have the advantage over COD when it comes to full-price game releases, which is, to me, more important. So, who's actually winning here? Because if we just put this down, apples to oranges, or apples to apples, oranges to oranges, whatever, strawberries to strawberries, Call of Duty versus Battlefield 2026. Who ends up with the biggest player count? Who ends up with the biggest hype? Who ends up with the most money? I want you guys to answer those 3 questions in the comment section for me. I'll answer for you as well. I think when it comes to player count, Battlefield wins. I think when it comes to hype, Battlefield wins. I think when it comes to money, Call of Duty wins. The reason I say that is because you're getting a brand new title. It's fresh, it's new. Battlefield 6 will have already gotten a lot of their community. They will be working more on keeping their community happy and keeping them on their game as opposed to grabbing new players. Sure, they're going to grab new players, but they're not going to grab new players at the rate that they possibly could if they were launching a new title. So yeah, for me, it's 2-1. It's 2-1 Battlefield over Call of Duty in 2026. And then again, it doesn't matter because GTA 6, wins everything. Absolutely everything. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you soon.